Welcome, everyone, to the ultimate game in the college football season. Everything has built to this, the battle for the national championship and college football immortality, a moment that every young football player grows up dreaming about. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee to bring the football to the 25-yard line. So the Louisiana Ragin' Cajuns offense going to get the chance to start this game off. Well, here we go. The energy in this building is absolutely amazing, Kirk. We are just 60 minutes away from crowning a new national champion in college football.
And think about it as a player, this is really what you dream about. This is what you work towards, having an opportunity to get to the national championship. Both these teams have worked hard. Now they're here. Let's see how it plays out.
Tackle made after the completion. Second down after that completion. Looking downfield, it's Holstein. Receiver makes the catch. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Here's a 1st and 10 play. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. Clear movement before the snap, and it'll be a false start.
False start.
Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Penalty makes it 1st and long. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Caught over the middle. It's Davis. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about.
Hold it.
It stings for the offense. Penalty will cost him 10 yards. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Offense looking to throw the ball. He makes the grab. Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to first down yardage yet. Pass caught. Second down now. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Looking to throw yet again. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. And they bring him down after a solid gain, but it's still well short of the first down marker.
Well, that's a big-time scramble by that quarterback. My gosh, if you're the defensive coordinator, you got to be scratching your head. Get him at second forever. You take away everything downfield, and this guy picks up these yards by running the ball. Now, it's third down. You better make up for it right here.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Throws a fastball, but it's intercepted. Going the other way, can they catch him? Inside the 10. And he's going to score on the pick 6. Touchdown, Clemson.
Oh, my gosh. I mean, the defense could not have written a better script than this. First drive of the game, not only do you come up with a pick, but you spot your offense 6 points right away. I wouldn't be surprised if they tell their offense, just sit back and take it easy, fellas.
Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. And Louisiana's offense retakes the field now. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick 6 in the last possession. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Grab down the middle. It's Davis. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch. The Ragin' Cajuns come to the line to run the hurry up. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Nowhere to go. The ball knocked loose. It's a turnover.
I think that's on the quarterback and the offensive line. They were breathing down this quarterback's neck before he could even recognize that they were there, and they were able to knock it loose.
The offense will begin now with excellent field position. He'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Goes to his right side there for the completion. Brought down after the catch, but at the 8-yard line. The offense threatening here.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Short throw to the left, caught. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Well, no surprise from offense this good. Short field, quick touchdown.
Yeah, you get into the red zone, though, there's a tendency to want to get conservative. I love that the offensive coordinator and the quarterback kept attacking until they came away with 7 points.
Automatic in the PAT. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Return starts from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And here comes the Raging Cajuns offense back on the field. That fumble in the last possession set up a touchdown. Can they bounce back from that costly error here? To throw, it's Holstein. Pressure comes, and once again, no escape.
Boy, a great play here by a Clemson defender. It makes you think of all these great Clemson defenders they've had over the years, like The Fridge or Daquan Bowers, Vic Beasley, Grady Jarrett, and, of course, most recently, Miles Murphy, who got drafted just a few years ago. Always great defensive lineman, allows this defense to be athletic. And with players like this, it's just a defense you do not want to face.
It's a big game before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Defense makes the stop after the completion. Here comes the up-tempo offense. There's some pre-snap movement. Back in motion. Second down. We're going to throw it. Caught over the middle. It's Carter. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down. The Raging Cajuns are moving quickly down the field. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Running back grabs it on a screen. Physical running, fights off the defender. In a big game before he goes out of bounds, the offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
And I don't think the defense had any clue that the screen was being called. They're getting upfield, getting pressure on the quarterback, and that ball gets dumped. There's no one left to be able to slow him down from getting a big gain.
Bringing pressure. Down he goes. A sack.
I can't believe the amount of pressure this defense is getting on this quarterback. Sack after sack. Well, you got to think about changing things up. The snap count, the scheme, anything at all to help this offensive line. They're overmatched so far in this game.
To the air. It's Holstein. Looking for his back. They give the running back a touch in the pass game. Catch made over the middle. Defense makes the tackle with the clock running. That'll probably be the final play of this first quarter. So Clemson has the lead here, Kirk, as we head to the quarter break. So both teams settling in this battle for the national championship through one quarter. Let's check out the game summary. Big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on third down. Quarterback making adjustments down to what the defense is showing.
False start.
And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but it is third down and long. And the quarterback dropping back. Grab down the middle. It's Davis. Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage.
The quarterback had a lot of time to evaluate this defense, and most of his reads downfield appeared to be taken away, so he checks it down to his running back. But how about the way this defense just runs to the football to keep him short of that first down? Great job by the D.
From the pocket, delivers over the middle. They pick up the first down, tackle at the 25. The Raging Cajuns come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Back to throw again. Oh, he doesn't hang on. Looks like it was deflected before it got to him. It'll bring up second down. Back to pass. It's Holstein. Catch hauled in here over the middle.
You know, they don't pick up the first down here, but they do get some positive yards, and I really like the route to get enough separation to give the quarterback enough room to put it in there.
And he'll drop back here on third down. There's contact on the throw. Oh, and he can't make the catch on the crossing route, and that's going to bring up fourth down now.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points, but they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on fourth and short.
They'll change the pre-snap look now. Back in motion now. Needs a completion here on fourth down. And he finds his target. He has the first. The game moves the football to the 6-yard line. It'll be first down and goal. Here we go, first and goal. A touchdown here gets him right back into this game. On the run, it's Davis. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
A pretty good push up front here by this offense line to get some positive yards here. You wonder if they're going to be able to run it in, or they're going to have to spread this defense out and try to find a one-on-one matchup to put the ball through the air for the touchdown.
On second and goal, they'll give it to him again. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
What a great play by the defense here. Getting close to the goal line, not only do they come up with a big stop, but they send them backwards in the process.
We'll see what the offense dials up here on third and goal. Quarterback drops back, and he'll get there. Touchdown, Raging Cajuns. So a long, methodical scoring drive, great execution with championship pressure, Kirk.
Man, this is the biggest stage that you can play on. You're in the national championship, and drives like that are going to wear down the opponent physically and mentally. This wasn't an accident. They were very intentional in how they worked their way down the field, and it pays off in the end.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. He reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. First down, looking to throw the ball. Fired into a tight window and picked off. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Chris, I think I can hear him calling out blocks after that pick. Or was it the defensive coordinator next door up here in the booth? Either way, they were looking to score after coming up with that interception. The offense, if they did anything right, it was keeping them out of the end zone.
Here's a screen pass to the running back. And they finally stop him down at the 5. Solid gain on that catch and run.
That's another positive game here for this offense, and this defensive coordinator is going to have to make some kind of adjustments to get this quarterback out of his rhythm. It's the national championship, man. You've got to take chances and mix up your coverages, because right now what you're doing just isn't working.
And he'll be taken down, but a penalty flag on the field. Costly hold, nullifies the play, backs him up 10 yards. The Raging Cajuns trying to punch it in. It's first and goal. Dropping back, it's Holstein. Quarterback escapes the pocket. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run. It's a second and goal play for the offense. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. He'll look to throw it here on second down. Makes the catch. Can he get in? Brought down, but the completion moves the ball down to the 4.
Chris, I know they got some positive yards here, but I got to say, I'm really impressed with this defense and the way they're flying to the football. They realize, hey, this is the national championship. They got to try to buck up here down by their own goal line and come up with a big play now on third down.
Third and goal. Looking to throw the ball. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Louisiana. Folks, we hope you're enjoying this. The national championship game is all tied up. Buckle up now for the finish.
Man, this is everything you could hope for on this biggest stage in a national championship. Both these teams bringing their A game. I can't wait to sit back and see who wins it.
Kicking team out for the PAT try. And it's good. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. He's going to return it from near the goal line. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. Let's see how this quarterback responds. Remember, an interception on the very first play of the last possession. So the first play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. And he's going to float this one to the right side. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Clemson. Made the defense look slow that time. Aren't you taught on defense, Kurt? Don't let him throw the football over your head. Exactly what happened there.
That makes me really wonder if it was some kind of miscommunication. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I pull my defensive backs over, make sure everybody's on the same page and getting the right calls.
Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And here's the return from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Here comes the Louisiana offense back on the field. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. Scanning the field. It's Holstein. Running back has it on a screen now. And they bring him down. Blockers not much help on the screen there. He's short of the first down.
Wow, they get positive yards here. I have a sense that they wanted a little bit more with that pitch and catch.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Receiver makes the grab. Timeout is called. A duck strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching.
You see more and more offenses in college football going to 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out that you can take advantage of.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Grab near the sticks. It's Carter. And a quick timeout called by the offense after the play.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on third down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
They bring them down quickly, but that's a solid gain on the short throw. They'll crank up the tempo here on second down. The time is running out. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Caught over the middle. It's Davis. They've got him, but that completion good enough for first down yardage. The Raging Cajuns come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Send the back in motion. First down, looking to throw the football. And that one's incomplete with just 7 seconds left on the clock.
That's an athletic play by the defensive back, playing tight coverage, seeing the ball, and not giving the receiver a chance to get their hands on it.
QB tries it again here on 2nd and 10. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
Looks like one more play here before halftime. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Wow, back-to-back deep shots. And it falls incomplete. They tried for a huge gain there, but that's it for this period. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Chris, thanks. What else might we expect in a game of this magnitude? Everything on the line, the eyes of the sports world on this battle with the coveted gold trophy at stake. And it'd be easy to say these two offenses are glad we've hit halftime based on their respective performances. It would also be accurate. Turnovers and sacks have told the story so far. And you gotta believe the play calling has been the issue, right? Time to shred those game plans and just get back to basics. And with that, let's send it back to Chris and Kirk in the booth. Fellas, hard to believe we're only 1/2 away from crowning a national champion.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. And they'll start the 3rd quarter here on the ground. Get some space around the 30. Good enough for the first down, the 37.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
Important 2nd down play coming up. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. The gain is 8 yards, so it sets up a 3rd and 2.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
Critical 3rd down play for this offense right here. They'll try to run for the first down. He's found some room at the 45. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
Chris, all week I wondered if this back might get loose and come up with a big play like this. The defense had their back turned, couldn't really see where he was. By the time they realized it, he just had too much speed, and he's able to take it to the end zone.
And they tack on the extra point. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. And Louisiana's offense retakes the field now. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Got him for a sack. A big play made them one of the senior leaders of this defense.
Well, Chris, there's another sack by a Clemson defender. And, you know, so often in football we get so caught up in the quarterbacks and the spread looks and the big explosive plays on offense. But you think about where Clemson's been for the last 10 or 12 years, I think their defense deserves as much credit as guys like Trevor Lawrence and Deshaun Watson. This defense has gone to a different level, and that's why they're a national contender every single year.
Tackled there by the defense.
These are the kind of plays that keep defensive coordinators up at night. You spend so much time putting your plan together to stop the pass, and then nobody accounts for the quarterback on a run.
They'll run it here. Running back has the ball. The Raging Cajuns pick up enough yards to move the sticks.
Good job up front by that offensive line, getting a good push to be able to plow the back to pick up this first down. This is an important drive for this offense. Now that they got a first down, they can open up this playbook and keep attacking this defense.
Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Scanning the field. It's Holstein. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
That's another accurate throw by this quarterback. And Chris, when we did our prep to get ready for the national championship, we all knew that this quarterback potentially could have a big day. But I didn't expect him to get into this kind of zone. This guy cannot miss just having one of those dream performances.
The Raging Cajuns pick up enough yardage for a first down. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Receiver makes the catch, and he's tackled after the catch.
The quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down, but instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Caught quickly. They tackle him, but the gain moves the ball to the 36.
Well, he continues to have time to throw the football, and he makes his defense pay for it. Now, they realized coming into this game, they had to take away his ability to throw the football downfield, but it's the receivers and their plays after the catch that's really giving them a hard time.
Tackle is made, just a short gain after the completion. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? They'll try and run it. Here's the running back. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, they can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. He's going to take off here. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
Chris, I love the patience here by the quarterback. He's waiting for something to happen downfield, but it's not there. Then you see the athletic ability to be able to pick up some good yards.
They'll run it here. That's the running back with the ball. Fighting him off. Brought down at the 3. That was a solid run.
Well, at this stage of the game, this offense is clearly thinking it's 4-down territory. They need points on the board, and they need them in a hurry.
A chance to get right back into this football game. It's 1st down and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, Raging Cajuns. Who says you need explosive plays, Kirk? That was a long, grinding scoring drive.
And think about this. This is a national championship, and you're able to execute like that against this quality of a defense. And that is a great job by the coordinator and the quarterback being in sync and putting together a heck of a drive.
Returner looking to make a play here. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen. That's good coverage there. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. They punch it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Keeping it on the ground here. They stop him right at the 24.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Offense comes up to the line. He might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Play action fake. Looking to throw. And he's got his man open downfield. And they're finally able to bring him down. A big gain to wrap up the 3rd quarter. So Clemson has the lead here, Kirk, as we head to the quarter break. We've reached the end of the 3rd quarter in this national championship battle that has lived up to the hype. Before the final period, let's check out the game stats. Off the play fake on 1st down. Pass caught. And he runs out of bounds there to avoid the contact and take the loss. Second down play coming up for this offense. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Now in third and very long, looking to throw. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here.
Hey, I understand the aggressive approach here on third down and long, trying to pick up the first down, but look at the scoreboard. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter. Smart play would have been to keep running the football, work the clock, force them to use their timeouts. Now at fourth down and long with the lead, tough decision here. I think you got to punt it away.
And here comes the Raging Cajuns offense back on the field. On that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the ground game. Let's see if that formula works again. First play of the drive now coming up from the 29. Looking to pass. It's Holstein. He finds the running back in the flat. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Quarterback here works through progressions, Chris. There's nobody downfield, just checks it down to his back, but a great job by the defense rallying to the football.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39.
Well, just a great play by the running back here. Just finding his lanes and exploding through the gap when it opened up.
And that run, good for first down yardage. The drive moves on. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Grab down the middle. It's Robertson. Tackle is made. That's a short gain, well short of the marker.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Short completion there. Second down coming up. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. And he can't escape. It's a sack for the defense.
Between the defensive scheme and the athletic ability of this front and the linebackers getting pressure as well, the way they've been able to harass this quarterback has a lot to do with why they're enjoying such a big lead in the national title.
Now the offense facing a third and long from their own 41. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. The quarterback making some changes at the line. Back to throw. It's Holstein. Looks to the left. Pass caught. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
It's a shotgun run call. They get him down, but the game moves the ball to the 37.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
And we've reached the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to steal a late-game comeback victory. This could be a dramatic finish, marching toward a tying touchdown. It's 1st and 10. And he drops back in the gun. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Well, I'll tell you what, this guy's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. And here we are, late in the game. He needs to continue to play with that consistency. And that's a great example that he's up to it.
Looking to throw it on first down. Looking to set up a screen pass here. And they'll bring him down. The defense fought through the blocks, and they stop him short of the first down.
Well, the offense has done a nice job of moving themselves down in this area to give themselves a chance. But, man, The quarterback's got to continue to make good decisions and not put the ball in harm's way.
The pass rush closing in. He'll avoid the sack, but is brought down after a short gain. The Raging Cajuns are in the red zone. Looking to pass. It's Holstein. Catch made on the left side. He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
And looking to throw now on first down. He'll be taken down. The defense rises up with a sack in a crucial moment.
Well, here we are in the national championship, and you always talk about offense. And it is. It's become an offensive game. But how fitting to see this defense. This team has a nice lead, and a large portion of that has to do with the way they've been able to get after this quarterback. That's the second sack in this game.
Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Looking to pass here on second down. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure, and now it brings up third down.
Smart decision here by the defensive coordinator to go with dime coverage, get more speed on the field, extra defensive backs, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football for this quarterback.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Tries to get it to the running back. And it's incomplete again. Fourth down coming up.
Oh, Chris, the quarterback and the receiver just not quite on the same page there on that third down and long. But at this point in the game, you got to consider going for this. They need a touchdown.
Down by a touchdown late. This is a crucial fourth down play. And the back now goes in motion. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. And he's throwing for it on fourth down. And the pass is incomplete. A crucial misfire here late in the game. And the ball will turn over on downs. So the job is simple here. Just take a knee, run out the clock, and begin the celebration.